Hey, Life Groups, Pastor Chris here. Tonight, we're going to talk about the things that God speaks to us about the least of these. If you were here this last weekend, then you know that God spoke to his disciples, look, I want you to care about the least of these. Now, he had in his context back then and there this list, and it had, food and thirst and clothing and strangers and the sick and people who are in prison. And those people certainly are going to be important at our city church and should be important to all of us. We're going to talk about that in the coming weeks. But what we ended up talking about is the least of these phrase. And we talked about how often we can overlook people that are young, kids, teenagers, college students. And at our city church, God's called us to be a church that values the next generation. And so I want you to talk about tonight, how does the value of the next generation work out for you? What does that mean for you? What implications are there for you to adjust or change or shift? Where do you need to see kids or take a moment with a grandchild or a son or a daughter, or shift the approach to teenagers when they come in and out of your life, or even college students? And I want us to, as a church, really take this value on. It's one of the four. We only have four, and it's one of them. So I want to ensure that it's a big part of our ongoing discussions when we meet in our life groups. But we also talked about, not just that, we talked about the idea of people not knowing that their Heavenly Father loved them. And so as you discuss that, share, is there anything in your own life where sometimes you feel like maybe God isn't just waiting for you, loves you like a father or a mother loves their son or daughter? And discuss that openly and let that stuff air out. We are safe in our life groups to really get to the rooted parts of our lives where the life change happens. And that can't happen if it's in there and we don't talk about it in safe places like our life group. So I want to encourage you to do that. Also, as you guys know, the Love Our City series of talks is connected to the Love Our City campaign, which is including the Love Our City Serve Day. And so I want to invite you to sign up, or at least discuss, if you've already signed up, where you signed up, what you're going to do. The options are you can go as a whole entire life group and maybe take one big area, or discuss where some of you have already signed up or want to sign up. And let's, as a church, make sure that our city knows who we believe our Jesus wants us to be as a church. I love you so much. Can't wait for week 2. Let's enjoy tonight, and let's get ready to change the world together through the Love Our City campaign. See you guys.